Hello everyone and welcome back to the Wolkberg. Today we are building a potjie, a true South African favorite. We are making a delicious beef short rib and tomato potjie. But before we begin, please do us a huge favor and click on the thumbs up button and also the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. We would love to have you part of our channel. Let's start with the protein. We're using this beautiful beef short ribs today. A light coating of beef tallow and a generous sprinkle of sea salt, and we're ready to go to the braai. I'll happily share a few tips that I've picked up along the years on how to make a delicious potjie. And we're ready to go to the braai. Grilling the meat adds smokiness and caramelization and adds incredible depth of flavor to stews, potjies and even curries. You can skip this step, but I would recommend that you add your protein to a very hot pot and cook it for a few minutes so that the meat is beautifully caramelized and browned before adding the other ingredients. The beef short ribs are almost there, perfectly seared and great charring, an awesome way to add flavor to the pot. When the ribs are done, it's time for the vegetables. Aromatic vegetables like onions, bell peppers, celery and garlic are next. In the wise words of Chef Marco Pierre White, allow your palate to dictate your cooking. Cook the food you would like to eat for yourself and your family. Be open-minded for other flavor profiles from different cultures, but cook what you and your family enjoy. What makes a potjie a true potjie? There are too many unnecessary rules by self-appointed rule makers, and I find myself guilty of that sometimes. What do I consider a true potjie? Firstly, cast iron. Whether it be a three-legged or a flat bottom, it doesn't really matter. Secondly, ideally, it needs to be cooked outdoors. But are indoor potjies lesser potjies? Not at all. The word potjie is an Afrikaans word that means small pot. And Potjiekos refers to the food from the small pot.
Voel meer soos 'n groentepotjie as 'n shorter potjie.
Here my lovely wife is reminding me that she's not very fond of wood ash in the potjie. So we are going to leave that out in today's recipe. You will want to get your pot very hot before everything goes in. Beef tallow or any other cooking oil goes in before the vegetables. Remember to use a high heat oil like sunflower oil or canola oil is fine. That won't burn or be bitter. The onions, peppers, celery and mushrooms are sautéing nicely, and after a few minutes on high heat, it's time for the meat. Just like the vegetables, we are going to cut the ribs into large chunks. I think one of the main differences between a stew and a potjie is the size in which your ingredients are chopped. Rustic chunks of vegetables cook much better than finely chopped for a potjie. Maybe there isn't a big difference between a stew and a potjie. What do you guys think? When the vegetables are done sautéing and have a gorgeous brown color to them, it's time for the spices. The herbs and spices needs to fry a bit on high heat for great flavor extractions. Not for too long, about 30 seconds, or they will burn and become very bitter. And have your liquids ready. Now you can add the meat and all the other ingredients that require a longer time to cook. Like I said before, cook and how you want to cook. You bought the ingredients, you cook it the way you want to. Add your liquids for long cooks, be it stock, wine, beer, mysterious amber liquids. The choice is yours. Experiment with flavor and see what you like. Your timing of adding ingredients is rather important when making a potjie. Add the ingredients that require the longest cooking time first and those that require a short amount later on. Otherwise, you will end up with a soup and not a proper potjie. I'm adding fresh tomatoes in the beginning of this potjie so that it completely cooks away and will make the base of the sauce.
Roer jou potjie.
Die mense gaan vir jou kak is.
Now it needs to simmer for an hour or two.
Nou kan ons 'n bietjie koffie drink.
But first, coffee time.
Dankie. Cheers. Kom cheers, potjie. Kom cheers.
Dit gaan nou
kyk.
lekker wees.
Dit is nou lekker. Potjie op die vuur. Veld het nat gereën. Die honde kou almal 'n been en ons het koffie.
Dit was lekker.
Lekker.
Mooi.
Dis is allemaal.
Nou
Cheers.
kom nou by.
Kom.
Ik wil een beter.
Wil jy nou meer?
Ja.
Cooking a great potjie is like all great things in life. It takes a bit of time. And that's a good thing. It's a deliberate act of spending quality time with friends and family. The delicious potjie is just the bonus. And now possibly the biggest controversial question in potjie making. To stir or not to stir? Some people believe the moment you stir a potjie, it becomes a stew. Let us know in the comments, what do you think? Do you stir or not?
Vleisie.
It's now time for the final ingredients. Some sweet corn and potatoes. I'm chopping up one potato that will completely cook away, and it will help to thicken the sauce. I am chopping all the other potatoes in large chunks to give this potjie a lekker variety of different textures.
Alright.
And I'm also adding some dried herbs to add another herbaceous layer of flavor and aroma to this potjie. Remember to check the seasoning of your potjie by tasting it. Adding the salt and pepper near the end of the cooking ensures that the salt content is just right.
Wil jy nou proe? Moet jy nou proe. Hierdie potjie is reg.
Okay, let's go.
And the time is finally here to enjoy this lovely potjie with our family. We are serving this potjie with super tender stampmillies, or otherwise known as samp. Stampmillies are dried, coarsely ground corn kernels, simmered for a few hours until nice and tender. Perfect for this potjie.
Dis nou 'n bord potjiekos.
So,
Hierdie stampmielies is die perfekte kombinasie vir hierdie.
ja, potjiekos en stampmielies is maatjies.
Proe jy nou.
Gaan 'n vleisie vat. My mond water.
Jy het hom nou nie geproe soos wat ek nou verder om gaar maak nie.
Met die stampmielies.
Kyk net daai lekker vleisie. Sjoe.
Jo, maar hier is lekker. So eenvoudig, maar so kompleks. Aardappels is sag. O, is 'n sampioen.
Ek net baie lekker sag. Net daai vleis gekom. Waar is nou die lekker been van die shotcake, hoe trek hy net uit. Sjo. Oh my goodness. Bring jou lepel. Dan kom proe jy gou die stampie.
Bietjie sous, lekker stampmielies. Hoe proe dit? Is dit lekker?
Sjo. Met amper net 'n lepel nodig vir hierdie.
Ja, die vleis is so sag.
So lekker. So lekker. Regte trooskos. Die tomatie, die timie, die vleis, die sampioene.
Mama,
Wat's dit, my seun?
nog bietjie stommies met saus. Best.
Is dit lekker?
Ja.
Just
Wil jy nie op die vleis hê nie?
Nee.
Nee, dankie. Happy?
Taal in die agtergrond. Lekker
Nou weer
potjie.
koffie.
Die korn is net weer koffie. Hierdie is
Weet jy, die tamatie en die paprika staan eerste uit vir my.
Ja.
En dit is baie lekker.
baie lekker. Daai vleis het so sag gekom. Gelukkig is hier 'n groot pot vol. Ons gaan die hele week lekker eet. Dis hier weer soos hierdie. Oggend, middag en aand potjiekos.
Dis lekker. Die so hante. Die vleis.
Is dit lekker my chom?
Ja.
Ek is baie bly. Ons het lekker in die lapa gesit en 'n rustige dag gehad.
Alles behalwe rustig.
Ek kan nie ophou nie. Hierdie short rib. Is lekker. Dis die verskil tussen 'n breedie en 'n potjie. 'n Potjie is alles net groter. Groter gesny, groter stukke. Sjoe. Of hy nou geroer word en of hy nie geroer word nie. Vir my bly 'n potjie. Nog op die vleis jy chom. Hier is 'n lekker vleis. Hier's
Ek het dit meer gepas.
Hy vat sy happy en dan loop hy, heel tevrede.
ja, hy loop nie. Hardloop sommer weg. Ek dink hy het toe hy 12 maande, 11 maande oud is, het hy geleer om te loop en van daar af het hy net gehardloop.
Ja, hy was 16 maande oud. Toe het hy so 'n bietjie teen die banke vasgehou en geloop en toe hy dit onder beheer het, toe hardloop hy.
Toe gaan hy. 5 daad braai.
5 braai. Hy het nie geworry oor loop nie. Hy het nooit gekruip nie. Hy het net opgestaan en gehardloop.
Hierdie sous proef ons moet patenteer.
Ja.
Die vars tomatie kom so lekker deur die kruie, die
Ek is-
speserye.
Ek is verstom oor die tamatie. Hy het lag gekook, maar sy geur is nie lag gekook.
Absoluut. En hy het nie daai suurigheid nie, want die eie het ons lekker gekarameliseer. So die eie het baie soetigheid gebring om die balans te bring van die tomaties.
Hy het, sorry, ek gaan
Dis reg.
happy.
Ek sal my mielie saam met die sous meng. Hier is lekker. Hierdie is baie lekker. Eenvoudige speserye, maar jou proses van potjie maak verander dit heeltemal.
Ja.
Maar alles eers bietjie lekker te braai en dan is dit bring verskriklike geur en diepte.
Dis asof die speserye in lae lê.
Ja.
Die speserye, die kruie, dit lê in laagies.
Ja, daai speserye wat ek laasdag sit, die timie en die oregano, help dat hy nie te veel wegraak nie. As jy met die begin sit, raak baie kruie se geur weg en aan die einde dan sit jy net nog so bietjie by dan. As dit asof hy hom net bietjie optel.
Optel.
Lekker Sondagmiddag, Sondagpotjie.
Dis jou liefdeproef.
Baie lekker, was hy lepel.
So.
Hy kom nou in die omgewing wat jy 'n lepel nodig het meer as 'n mes en 'n vark. Hierdie bord gaan blink. Nou. Say bye.
Bye.
Thank you all for watching, and we hope you enjoyed this recipe as much as we did. And please remember to like and subscribe and share this video with your friends. Take care and goodbye everyone.